Hello, welcome back to part 49 of this video tutorial how to build a Pacman game in XNA. Please don't forget to buy the content. Send €2.95 to PayPal account XNAPacman 2013 at hotmail.com. We send the content in 24 hours to your email address. In this tutorial we're gonna build the scorer class, but before we're gonna do that I want to add a sprite font. So go to the fonts folder, right click and add a new item, and we're going to use a sprite font and we call it the scorer font. So press the add button, and the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to resize the size to 16. And we're going to change the style from regular to italic, just like this. Right? Now we can save the file and close the file, and we need to define and load the file, and we're going to do that in the game class. So go to the game class, and in the public section we're going to add a new font. So after the HUD font you're going to say here public static sprite font, and we call it the scorer font. Represents the scorer font, and now we need to load the score file, the font file. So go to the load content, and here at the top after the HUD font we can say scorer font is contents dot load, and we're gonna load a sprite font. And it's in our fonts folder, and it's called the scorer font. Right? Load the scorer font file. Alright. And now it's time to build the scorer class. So go to projects, add new class, and we call it the score.cs. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to copy the using block statements from the object class. So just like this. And the scorer class is used when we eat the bonus fruit, or we eat a ghost when he is in frightened mode. So the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to define some public variable, and the first one is a public int value, and that's the score to draw. And we're going to define a timer, so a public timer, and we call it timer, and that's the score timer. We have a factor 2 for our position, the position of the score on the screen, and we have a public bool is alive. Indicates if the score should be draw. Alright? that are the public variables. And now we need to build the constructor. So a public score, and we passed in an integer for the time. And disable the score object default. So is alive is equals to false, and we need to create a new timer. So here we can say that timer is new timer, and we're gonna pass in the time. Alright. It's the score constructor and the time that the score should be drawn on the screen. Right. And that's the constructor. Now we need to build the update method, and that's a public void update. And the first thing we say here, if it's alive, and here we're gonna say timer update. Update the timer. Update the score. And that's the update methods. And finally we need to build the draw method. So that's a public void draw, and we need the sprite match. And again, if is alive, if the timer is not finished. So if not timer is finished, draw the score on the screen. So sprite match dot draw string. Now we can use our game1 dot score the font, and we're gonna draw our value, and we need to convert it to a string, and we're gonna draw it on the position, and the color is white. Alright. And else we're gonna reset the timer. So timer reset, and we're gonna disable the score object. So disable the score object, and here we're going to say if isAlive is equals to false. Alright. Draw out the score on the screen. And that's the actual sprite paths. And that's the draw method for the score class. And that's the score class. So I'm going to finish the tutorial here, and in the next tutorial we're going to build the fruit class where we're going to use the score class. So I hope you enjoy and see you in the next tutorial. Bye.